On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, we're talking tanking, quitting.
Never.
I don't think so. We got Jaden Daniels to play or not to play.
Always play.
Always play. And then we got the Giants preview with Jackson Dart, the young man, the gunslinger himself.
The wild child himself.
Absolutely. We got hell yeah or
hell no.
And is Fred supposed to be in the Olympics for swimming?
Negative. Fish.
It all starts right now. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Fred Smoot and Santana Moss.
Yep.
And as always, we're brought to you by Big Bear AI, mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And as always, we're in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Boys.
Yes.
It is cold outside.
It's hawk outside.
The hawk is outside. And I don't get cold, but today was the first day I was like...
Because you ain't wearing no shorts. I noticed that.
I'm not wearing shorts today.
Yeah.
It is happening. And it's been like the wind. It cuts. It's a cutting
I think
wind.
people forget that we are in a mountain valley.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess
we're in a mountain valley.
You're talking about like the Appalachians, like the Blue Ridge.
And it comes down, and we feel it. Like even if you ain't never noticed that your furniture on your deck never makes it a year. Because it gets tossed around. It gets tossed around. And this Virginia, nobody ever says wind when they say Virginia. They think Chicago, windy city. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Northern Virginia is windy as any place in America.
Yeah. So cold outside, but also you guys have been great to us, right? This entire year. I know it's been kind of a tough year. But if you want to support the show, please make sure you buy tickets for the next game.
Yeah, right
using
there.
The QR code over here. And if that doesn't work for you, please make sure you hit the link in the description. Mm-hmm. And also, guys, if you want to come see us in person, we have a live Christmas special December 16th at Tap City in Ashburn at 7 p.m. And we're going to have legends there. B-Mitch, London's going to come. Yeah. Santa's going to be there. We got a whole big set. Producer Jason's all excited.
So that means it's going to be at least two big backs there. If it's Santa and London, it's going to be two big backs there. Come and enjoy the show.
How are you coming to London like that?
That's my
they
boy.
come at each other.
That's my boy.
Them boy, hey, it's mutual. Like,
I know, it's
if I'm on the show with London, it's Fred brought up. I'm on the show with Fred, London's brought up.
Were you guys like that when you played?
Yes.
Really?
They are best friends.
Listen to me.
It's
I told
so
you I
funny.
got ran over in New York.
I know, but this is one story, but like...
But I'm just saying, I got ran over, my helmet got knocked off, and this dude just stands over me like, man, get up.
Well,
I'm like, what's wrong with you? We're in a game, man.
So I asked him about that.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, did you actually say that to him? He's like, yeah, but he was like hollering on the ground, like, ah!
Yeah, I was hurt, man. So if I'm hurt, you're supposed to come to my aid.
So I'm going to tell you why London did that. Because I had a coach in high school that said, if you're not injured, you better not ever lay on his field. Matter of fact, he say, even if you is injured,
don't lay on this field.
Don't lay on my field. He said, if I have to come out, if I got to walk out there
to
that field to catch you or to get you up off that field, that might be your last down you played. So I remember guys, boy, they limping off that thing, laid dangling, because they don't want to get the coach to cuss them out. So London was basically just trying to teach you a lesson, man. Don't show a guy that he got the best of
I
him.
feel like London was heartless in that situation. And usually when somebody walk up to you and it's your teammate, the first thing they do is reach.
Yeah.
And
I'm finna pick you up.
He said no.
No.
He said you was in the fetal position, so he couldn't reach. He said you were balled up.
Hey, no hand out, no. Get up.
He said you were kicking the stream.
Get up.
He said you were kicking the stream.
I will say, Fletch, one of my most formative memories of my NFL career.
Yeah.
So 10 years in the NFL. Mm-hmm. I had just jacked my shoulder up, sprained my AC joint. So like, you come after have you ever sprained your AC joint?
Yeah, of course.
Like you can't pick your arm up. And
it's just dead.
And you're on that stupid pulley thing and you're trying to get your arm up. And I was like getting the stem on there, and Fletch comes in. He's like, "What'd you do?" He's like looking over the little divider in the training room. Yeah. I was, I sprained my AC joint, grade 2. It like hurts pretty bad. And he looks at me. He's like, "I didn't miss a play when I did mine," and just walked off. And I was like, "Well, I guess I'm practicing."
Listen, that's what he does. Yeah. But and he does it in such an emotionless way that it makes you feel a type of.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm kind of being soft."
This dude,
I told you, I ain't say nothing to Fresh for a reason when we was on the team together.
Yeah.
My head played. He meant business. Hey. No, but it's like, that's so funny. I was just having a conversation the other day with somebody. I was like, bro, what's weird? I say, now that I'm done playing, I probably speak more to the people I work with than I did to the players.
Yeah.
The players that, I mean, like, it's a few guys that you just like, we know each other.
No,
you know
we already got a bun.
And I'm like, you will walk through that locker room, certain guys won't say nothing to you, you won't say nothing to them. You will look at, because I'm one of them guys, I'm going to look at you. Like, just to see what kind of energy you got. And I'm like, I match the energy. If they nod, I'm nodding. If they don't nod, I don't nod.
But see, I was the one that I was friends pretty much with everybody.
But that's what I was saying. Like, I'm open because, you know, we had the card game, so we always had those bonds.
The groups. It was groups,
guys
though.
That would come around.
Who did you hang out most with? I was just trying to think back. Like,
well, me and Tanner kicked it.
DBs.
Yeah.
I, like, a lot of guys. It's a selective few.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about it, I would walk through the locker room, and it'd be different little gatherings. You know, you might have Thrash and Randall over there.
They're preaching.
They talking about the Bible.
They over there praying.
And you can go sit in any one of them. You know, I remember walking by, what's the offensive lineman name? And we just talked about, he played with the Jets with me also.
Randy?
Not Randy, white guy. Had the gray hair, had the silver hair.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
He was pretty good with the Jets, and he came over here probably on his last couple.
He was old. He was an old guy. Yeah, I know. He
used to always talk about stocks and stuff.
Yeah,
and so he was like, Tanner, you got any stocks?
Was it Freeman? It wasn't Freeman. It was
when you said his name the other day when we were watching film.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, he played with me with the Jets also. But anyway, he was talking about stocks, and that was my first time being introduced to stocks. So it was just funny, man, that I remember, like, you know, just certain groups, man, that you're just like, all right, I could go and partake in it, but you know. We're not friends, really. We're just teammates.
Yeah, teammates, yeah.
I'm pretty much friends with everybody. Kickers.
That doesn't surprise
long
me
snappers.
at all.
Hey, the red snapper was one of my favorite, Ethan Albright.
Yeah.
Listen, Ethan Albright.
I heard he's a good dude. I never.
No, Ethan's a cool dude.
Listen,
I rock with Ethan.
Ethan Albright, when I say funny, when I say, like, you know, one of them guys that's very self-aware? Like, he knew I'm not the best athlete.
He knew his role. He knew his role.
He's like, I'm not the best athlete. I just snapped the ball, and I'll never forget. He went to the Pro Bowl. Couple of years in a row, right? Madden still had him, like, ranked 54 or something. He read a letter to Madden. Like, how in the HELL am I still ranked 50 and I'm a multiple-time Pro Bowler?
Yeah.
I mean, Madden's crazy like that.
No, it is. But Ethan.
But good for him, though.
Ethan, great person. That's my dude. The red snapper.
Dude, you know what's funny thinking back? Like, specialists are pretty cool. They tend to be.
Yeah, John Hall. All the guys I had was cool.
They're either weird, really weird, or
edgy,
or they're cool.
Reserved.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, just a reminder, live Christmas special. That's on the 16th at Tap City. It's going to be awesome. Producer Jason kept talking about it. Like, he's like, this is the biggest show we've ever done. Come check it out.
So come on out.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Please.
And Tanner, you've been at City Tap, right?
Yeah,
it's cool.
City
Good
Tap.
spot?
No, I love City Tap.
Yeah, we used to
it's
go
good.
we used to go
relaxed, good setting.
Yeah.
I love it because the bar's so big. Like, when I go out to places, I never sit at tables. I usually sit at the bar because the bar means more conversation.
Yeah.
The table is secluded.
I sit at the bar too, but I ain't looking to talk to nobody.
I know. It's just you guys are so different. It's so funny. It's so funny.
We so different, but we so the same.
It's like the odd
I be the one that go sit at my own table by myself. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be bothered right now. Let me sit over here.
Like, you're so introverted,
and
when
they
you go
still
out.
will come over there.
Hey, they coming anyway. I don't know why you running.
I'm not running. I'm just letting you know. I'm giving you the sign. I'm painting the picture for you. I want to be alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
But Fred, like, can't stand not
Fred
being
on
with
that thing
people.
said, hey, how you doing?
And I'm back.
What you drinking there? Oh, you done had 2 already. I got to catch up with you.
Yeah. You got to enjoy life, man.
Dude, I had no doubt about it. All right, so I think we put this off long enough. We got to talk about kind of the state of the Washington Commanders.
We've all been here.
We have all been here.
We all have been here.
So let's talk about. So obviously the game did not go as expected, right? What now? After a loss like that, how many games left? 4 games left.
4 games, all division.
What is the mentality of this team moving into these last couple games and of players really?
Let's get into psychology of all athletes. It's self-preservation in a way. All right. Can't put nothing bad on tape. All right. I'm playing for my future. All right, so for all the things that people think these players don't got to play for, they got tons to play for. Yeah. And the thing is, just because it's a losing year, don't mean I need to lose out personally. All right, so the thing is, they're going to play football. Don't you worry about that. Ain't no tanking in the NFL. We don't do what the NBA do. We don't do what baseball do. We don't have a 17 games to play. We need to make sure every time we play one of these games, my presence is felt. I believe that they're going to finish strong. That don't mean they're going to win all 4 of them. But that means that they're going to play to the end. I got a feeling, because of the leadership in that locker room, that they're going to play to the end.
Yeah, I think we're going to. I mean, of course. That's a great answer. That's a great bit to say how you feel. And that's what you're supposed to do. I think as players, man, we have no choice. You know what I'm saying? There's no choice but to go out. Like, I can't half-ass on the football field. If I do, I'm either not going to get in the game no more or I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So, and with all that being said, the eye in the sky don't lie. It's gonna see every and anything I'm doing. It's gonna tell my body language. Like I told you the story about when Coach called me because he saw my body language of not getting no passes. It's gonna tell if I'm, giving effort. It's gonna tell if I'm going along. I'm going out there.
You're still in tune to the game.
So it's like they gotta play. But with all that being said, they gotta just find a way, man. And I think it's easier said than done. It's hard to play in these times because, especially different positions, depend on other folks, like myself.
Yeah.
I remember being in some seasons like this, and as a receiver, it's one thing if you suck as a team, don't let that quarterback suck because it's even worse for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That quarterback ain't hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And he's just out there just like, boy, it's tough for you. It's tough sledding. So I think everybody gonna go out there and fight, man, but it's just about we've been saying this for how long now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We gotta get that one win.
Yeah.
Like, let's start with that. Like, you gotta get off the schneid at one point. At one point, you gotta get that one win that says, all right, the slide is over.
This slide guy, that thing going double up. That thing going to left to right. This slide,
I understand.
There's some people on that slide bouncing around and that thing like this.
I want the ride to be over.
There's some people on the slide upside down.
It reminded me of the last time I rode a roller coaster, which I said was my last time. My kids talked me to getting on it, and I wanted it to be over with as soon as it started. All right?
Get really dizzy?
It just, you know how you get grown to that point and you like, I can't take this no more. Mm-hmm. I don't want the thrill. I don't want the suspense. I don't want the action. So I was on the roller coaster.
This happened recently though.
Yes,
right?
and Tim Hightower's son was just staring at me, laughing as I was just eyes closed, balled up. Just please get this over with.
Dude, did I tell you I went down to Disneyland? And so I'm not a big roller coaster guy, but my kids want to do it. So I'm doing roller coasters. And then we went to Universal.
Yeah.
I went to like the Harry Potter one. And it's those ones where you get clamped in and it's like the arm with the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got bad motion sickness. So your boy was throwing up on that mug.
Which I could have seen it.
And I got off the thing and I was just like covered in vomit. And so then I was like, I think I'm going to go home. I think I'm done for this.
Listen, I was balled up so much. And like, I wasn't crying, but water was coming out of my eyes. And I was like, I promise you, once this is over with, never again. I don't care if my kids challenge me. I don't care. If it ain't a teacup, Fred ain't riding it. All right?
Dude, the teacups are the worst.
Listen, I'm not riding it, man. I don't need it. And see, when we were young, my kids, they all on that thing. They free ball and they hands up. I could not take just the quick turns and the drops. I could not take it. I'm through.
So it has been a long ride.
Yeah.
Speaking of roller coasters, the one thing that I keep getting is like tanking, like ending the season.
No, nobody's tanking. We're not a tank team.
And I think that's something that's hard for people who maybe haven't been in the locker room to understand. Like Tana alluded to this. Like I remember I was on some bad football teams. 2011, 2013 here, 2016 when I was in Chicago, 2017 when I was in San Francisco. The thing that is so important to remember is like you're not just playing for the Commanders or the Redskins at the time, you're playing for the NFL.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like Tana talked about the eye in the sky. Like what a coach told me, multiple coaches told me, is that no one cares if you're losing, no one cares if you're winning, no one cares if you're in it or out of it. They're going to go back and watch your last 3 games.
What you doing?
Right? They're going to watch your last 3 games. So like when I'm a free agent and they're going to go back and watch me, do they want to see me disinterested, not playing good football because someone said we were going to tank?
Yeah.
No, like I'm motivated because I want to stay an NFL football player.
Yes.
So that's the thing that like there's no incentive for the player to tank ever.
Ever.
Right now, I think you can get into this thing where it's like the organization, like they'll sit players, they'll take people out, they'll put people on our. Like I remember Philadelphia did that a couple years ago here,
and that's how they got Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I do think there is some organizational tanking,
but it's not player wise.
But if the player's on the field, that dude's going to play as hard as they can.
Do you remember the game? 2013, I think the Shanahan's last year
in Chicago. Or no,
in New York.
Worst game.
Slushy, it was so frozen. Like, this is how you knew the game was finna go to you know what?
Yeah.
First play of the game. I don't know if it was the first play. First drive. Let's say first drive. I run an out route. I'm wide open. The wind and the ball just went. Like, I'm like, the ball finna lay in my hand. Kirk Cousins threw the ball, and it took a dip.
It took a dive on me.
It took a dive on me, and it hit my finger, so it was like,
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it was cold.
Hey, no, as a receiver, you like, I'm already cold.
It's going to be one of those games.
It's going to be one of those games. And then it's got worse and worse. And I remember somebody, and I ain't saying no name. Somebody was like, OG, get out of here, man. You don't need to be still in this game. I was like, nah, I refuse. It ain't going my way.
Yeah.
But I'm finna put every ounce of what I got left in me and finish this game.
Yeah.
Because, at the same time, my role was much different. Mm-hmm. But it was one of our guys was down. So now they needed me to be out there more. Now you got a bigger role. And the guys on the sideline, I'm like, bro, come out, bro. The game is over. Nah, I'm not coming out. And so that's what we saying, like, we're trying to get you guys to understand that it was easy for me to just say, man, screw them. You know what I mean? They ain't allowed me to play.
I'm getting ready for vacation.
Yeah, but it's like, it's one of those things whether you don't never know when it's going to be your last time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was year 13
That's
for
a
me.
great point, too.
That was year 13 for me. So I could have easily hung it up, and they would have saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, Tanner just gave in, and he had a chance to go out there and get more reps. You
could have went full blue
it's
foot. It's
easy to go ahead and see it. Blue would have said, nah, not my type of game.
No,
but it's easy to do that. And I think folks fail to realize, man, like, if we don't win, then that's one thing. But you're trying to win every time you're out there. You're trying to give a winning effort. And that's all it boils down to, man. You want to go out there and put the best thing you can put out there, because just as hard as it's not, not promised for you to be playing next year, it's not promised for you to be on that team next year.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys in the locker room that know they don't have another year.
Yeah.
So you're playing for another team. You're playing just to get film to say, well, look, this is what I did these last 2 games.
Everything
when we was out of it.
Yeah, man. That was one of the worst games ever. I still vividly remember that. Like,
I hate it.
It was raining. It was like 33 degrees, so it wasn't quite snowing.
Wind in that stadium
and the
just
wind,
swirls.
And I think there was a rumor that I think we threw the ball 50 times.
Bro, Big Trent was like, Tanner, I was shaking. I couldn't stop shaking. I was in the huddle like, they were like, bro, get out. Go and get warm.
Listen, I played a game in Minnesota.
Outside probably still.
No. We played Green Bay in December. Right by Christmas. I said, I'm finna make some business decisions. All right? Listen here. First of all, you know how you get outside and you're like, I don't want to be outside.
Yeah.
I do not want to be outside today. All right? And the worst thing could ever happen in the cold, I don't know if y'all agree with me, is for somebody to step on your foot. Listen, I'd rather hit Jerome Bettis and everybody else. Yeah, you step on my toe.
When it's cold.
And you hear that thing just bust.
That thing's a wrap.
Dude.
Then you got to take a shower. Oh, dead man walking.
Yeah, the other one that used to get me was like, I don't know if you guys had this, but like when you're blocking and someone's face mask would like rub against your forearm.
Yeah.
And it's cold outside and it's the metal and you're just like, oh my gosh.
Yes, sir. You know that line. You see that red line. You see that red line.
Like I was talking to my son the other day, I was like, feel my forearm. And he's like, Dad, why is it so bumpy? I'm like, face mask.
Face mask. And being at the bottom of a pile. If you get at the bottom of a pile, that's death.
Dude, I played a game in Chicago that was -5 degrees. Oh my gosh.
See, it was -2 when I played in Green Bay.
So, but grabbing somebody, my hands hurt so bad.
I would have been the first player that would have had my
hoodie
Everything else inside my uniform. You'd have saw my that big jacket we wear on the sideline. It would have been in my jersey. My jersey would have been on top.
Corey
of it.
Chavis saved me because he put me on the scuba diving stuff.
Oh, I heard that was the move.
I heard about that.
Once he put me on the scuba diving thing.
Yeah,
them wetsuits.
Yeah,
they keep all the warm in. All the warm in.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But kind of restrict you. You ain't gonna be as fast.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be.
But at least you're not gonna be freezing.
But at least you ain't gonna be cold.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about the players' mentality, the idea of tanking, the idea of quitting. I just don't think that's a thing. You know, obviously for the individual players,
can't do it. Can't win with it.
There's so much incentive for them
to keep playing.
Yeah. Like there's money, there's opportunity, like there's so much of that going on. And I guess the next question that I get from fans all the time is like, what do these last 4 games mean? Because I know a lot of fans say, like, I want the draft pick. I want whatever. Yeah. But to me, it's like, if you go out and you lose these next 4, right, and you're non-competitive, it does something to the confidence of the...
It leaks into next year.
Yeah.
All right?
That's what I think.
It's an aftertaste in there. Yeah. Like, you want to finish strong, no matter what. Yeah. How the year is going. You want to finish on a good note so I can start on a good note.
Like, I just think, like, this is a great opportunity. Mm-hmm. Like, you got 4 division games.
Yeah.
And if you came out and like go blow for blow, toe for toe, and you're competitive, you're tough, you play in Commanders
they don't want
football,
to see you next year.
Right. It's like, oh my gosh, like all of these things we worked on this offseason, all of the injury, like we're pointing someone in the right direction, which is, I think, really valuable, not only for the players, but for the coaches too. Could you imagine how they put so much time in on this thing? I'm sure at some point they're like, oh, do we even know football anymore? Yeah. Right? Like that's
because it's not because you're going through this bad time and you start to doubt yourself.
I think more than anything, you don't want to look like a punching bag. We already lost a lot of games. A lot of these games that you can see us losing is not because we're not a capable team of going out there and winning. You see so many teams. You know, just the game the other night, man, when I watched the Eagles go down to the Chargers. I'm like, we just went up there and did what we wanted to do to those guys.
But they go that matchup.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's always, but that's my point. My point is, that's why they say it's any given Sunday or any given day, because it just all depends on how you fare with that team, how you match up, you, like, who has the advantage. And when you playing divisional games, this is your time to showcase, man, look, we took care. If we can take care of business, whether is it taking care of business, looking good in the game, playing well in the game, or winning the game, like take care of your business. If you show out that I can go out here and go toe to toe with these guys, because one of these guys is gonna be in the playoffs. You know what I mean? We don't know who. One of them. You know, or maybe you get a chance to spoil it and say, hey, you know, nobody.
Oh, we're going to throw hate.
You see what I'm saying?
If you want to hate anybody, it's
about being able to say, this is where we stack up against the guys in our division. You know what I mean? This is how far we off, because we know a lot of the stuff that we went through this year is stuff that we couldn't control. You know,
no.
The injuries you can't.
In the losing season, I remember one year we had a losing season and we had like 4 or 5 games to go, and I was like, it's time to be Silky Johnston, the hater of the year. All right, like if we can't win with love, we gonna win with hate. All right, then we gonna make sure that Dallas, Philadelphia, and the New York Giants feel this hate at the end of the year. Like if you gonna take it out on anybody, it's those 3 teams there.
Yeah, and again, like you said, if you could make waves again in the division at the end of the year, like it does something for your confidence next year. It does something to those teams' confidences moving into the postseason and the offseason. So I think that's something that's going to be really important. To just end on a strong note here. Okay, so it's kind of our fan reaction episode. Obviously, we had the tanking thing. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to talk about like execution versus perception. So the one thing I got a ton of questions on was the goal line situation. The red zone, right? Because, you know, they run the football, then they throw the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
And I do think, like, so first off, I don't have any problem with those 3 calls.
First of all, Coleman was open. All right? Yeah. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Coleman was open on that play, and these are one of those plays the offensive coordinators keep in their bag for months. For months.
Well, I was the guy. I was that guy. And that, you know, like I was the tight end, the blocking tight end, and would come in. And like, you know, you got to sell it for a couple seconds and do your thing. So I felt like Coleman was a little quick or whatever. But like, it is one of those plays.
It was muddy. As much as he was open, if that was Zach Ertz, if that was Bates, if that
was more confident throwing
because you know I can throw him a ugly
any ball
because they're going to catch it. That's now you're asking the offensive lineman. in a situation where you didn't run the best route, but you are open.
Yeah.
That DB, you see what he did? Just threw his hands up.
Yeah.
That's tougher. It's a tougher throw or catch for a guy who's a non-receiving, player. So, for a second he was, but it wasn't clear enough, especially too for a guy who we know
just getting back in there,
just getting back into the lineup, and that's what we talked about. In the pregame.
Yeah.
You think he's going to get back out there and be Jaden Daniels?
You thought it was going to be precise,
bro? It takes time. Don't take for granted how. Not being in the game and then now finally getting a chance to play. That's why I was like, bro, you have to see what goes on. Because
practice is important, man.
I tell you, that's one of the reasons why I didn't take practice for granted. I didn't take missing games for granted, because when you're not in there, it's a totally different ball game.
No,
you have to go out there and reacclimate yourself to how the game flow is and how getting into the whole thing of making plays flow. And then the quarterback, you think, it should be easy because they're touching the ball all the time. But still, man, that clock has to slow down. And the things you saw before has to be on the same pace that you saw it before.
That's why I can't believe that the Colts have called Phillip Rivers.
That's unbelievable.
That's
unbelievable.
I cannot fathom. Now, me and Phillip got the same amount of kids. All right, let's start there.
But it's also like he's 40. He's 44?
Yeah.
Like, he can't be feeling good.
No.
He didn't look good when he was there.
Forget feeling good. He hasn't played in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Hey, you calling a dude? I would call Tom Brady. Listen to me.
But I'm saying,
Phillip Rivers.
What's Anthony Richards' situation? I know he's on IR.
He's on IR. Remember, he broke his
great. I know he broke his orbital bone doing a band warm up.
Yeah, warming up.
Off
his luck is just so bad.
You know what? His luck
in the pregame
is pushing him to Sean McVay. Listen to me. I'm going to go say it right now.
Or Kevin O'Connell, one of these guys.
He is going to be the Rams' future quarterback. I'm telling y'all this right now. Fred Smoostradamus.
I was just going to say, you have not
struck again. Anthony Richardson, all-star quarterback for the Rams.
No, man.
I mean, maybe. That's the thing. Is someone's going to look at that and be like, that dude can play.
No. I can fix him.
And it's not, and again, it's, to me, he's like JJ McCarthy a little bit, and he just needs reps.
Yeah, he didn't play in college.
And again, there was some maturity stuff that came out about him, missing meetings and being late. But he was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Let's give him an opportunity to grow.
He's still growing. Yeah. He's still finding himself.
But anyway, so we'll just get back to this thing. So I think the offensive lineman was a little bit quick with the route. I mean, it's his first time running the route in the game. He's a little bit quick. He's out in the route before Jayden turns around. The coverage gets around it. So next play, you're running an angle route to Zach Ertz, which has to be, I would assume, one of your more successful red zone routes.
If I'm the opposite team, that's the only route I'm worried about in the red zone.
Right. Because it's the one that kills you, right?
Yeah.
And it's good versus zone. It's good versus man.
Don't matter.
Van Ginkel just did a great job matching it, right?
Yeah.
So you throw the football away. Okay? I don't have a problem. I like the first one because you're subverting expectations. You think you're going to run the football.
Yeah.
Bring the extra alignment in. Great. Next one, it's one of your more successful pass plays, right? Let's run that. The next one is a play called Red Line. It is the play that literally every team in the NFL runs, and they executed it well, and Debo drops the football. Now, it's a tough catch, but it's the one that he normally makes, I would say.
You got to make that catch.
And so what I would say is, are we calling for more runs if we make that catch?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because it's expectations.
Right.
I think why most of the fan base got in the uproar is because C-Rod got us down there with the runs.
Yeah.
They felt like him gashing the team got us down there. And then when we get down there, we don't give him the chance to ring the bell.
It's a great point. And if I'm being hypercritical, maybe I say you get one more run in there. So 2 of the 4 plays are run plays.
Just to make sure they respect it.
Right. But I will say this too, so on red zone rushes, so there's 5 attempts in the red zone. Okay. 1 was 15 yards. It was the play that led right up to that sequence there. Okay. The next one was 2 yards. 0 yards, 1 yard, and 3 yards.
Yeah.
So, and everyone says, you're averaging 4.2 yards a rush, but it's because you have that
15-yard run.
Right. And so I do think running the football in the red zone is a little bit different. Teams don't have to respect the pass.
It's murky.
It's congested.
It's tight.
Yes. And so, again, sometimes you gotta run the football. And I would acknowledge that maybe one more run, maybe. But again, in terms of the play calls that were called, in isolation, I have no problem with them. I think they put you in a good spot to be successful, right? And so again, people get in this narrative of running the football, right? And so you go down to the play where Jaden Daniels throws the interception, right? Your first play in that sequence is a rush for 0 yards, right? Like that is an important factor here. Yeah. Because then all of a sudden it's 2nd and 10. Yeah. Right? Then you have an incomplete ball, it's 3rd and 10, right? And all of a sudden you're in a tough spot to
even get there.
So to me, it's like everyone's like, run the football more. And I think Tana, B. Mitch, I think you guys on the post game, it's something that I would totally agree with. Yeah. Versus this team specifically, you got to run the football more, but it can't be only running the football.
It can't be.
We can't turn into a service academy here and run the football all the time. We're just not built that way to do that. Yeah. And so I think like understanding the balance here is also an important part of the play calling and execution.
But I think also too, more so just that first drive. I'm not talking about no other time because I looked and I watched us be on the center, more than we have, especially with Jayden. I saw us run the ball out the first, out the gate in the second half. Like we did a lot of things that you want. But what I think I was talking about, I can't speak for nobody else. No. It was the flow of the game on that first drive. Yeah. We ran it first down. Yeah. Then we threw those passes, three passes in a row. So it was just the flow. I was just saying more so on the flow. I would have put another run in there one more time.
And I think that's
just to say, hey, let me see if I can just stick it in here one time. And then
that's true.
If I'm going to go for it on 4th down,
and I already know it.
And I ran already again. I ran it twice. Yeah, because you didn't have to run it again after you ran it the first time. Go for a pass. Okay. Yeah. Now let's show them something either play action wise to make them think. Let me get on the center now with my quarterback and stuff it in there, or play action, get him outside the pocket. Something that can give us a two-way goal, either the quarterback, because he has legs, he can get in there, or he can act like he gonna get in there and dump it off. Like something that goes with what we do as an offense. Like with the I guess you can say with the skill set of my quarterback. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dropping him back and saying, find somebody open. Because to me, I feel like you're not using.
You ain't got enough options.
You're not using what he can do well, at that time. I want to give my quarterback a two-way go. Like, all right, you can run this thing in there, or you can find one of those guys streaking from the backside, or one of those guys on the late out. You know what I'm saying? So
it's so funny because that was the first time I think I seen each team get the ball once in the first quarter, and the quarter was over.
It reminded me a lot of a high school game.
Yeah, yes. It was. It was. You get a chance. I get a chance. It's the fastest quarter of all time.
Yeah, because there weren't a lot of incompletions. There weren't a lot of runs. There was no stoppages. There was no change of possessions. Like it was.
Wasn't no pun.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was quick, right? Yeah. And so again, like I don't have a problem with that. I agree with Tana. Maybe one more run, something in there, but. I don't know. I think the thing that stuck out to me maybe in a negative way was the protection. And it wasn't like one person's fault.
But it's also you're dealing with the number one blitz team in the NFL.
Right. And we knew
I think they over 60% blitz, and ain't nobody even 20% close to them.
I mean, it's diabolical.
It's diabolical what they do. They're saying, we going to set you on fire. So therefore, if I'm going to set you on fire, that takes away deep passes. Yeah. And if you're going to throw a deep pass, it better be now. Right.
But I feel like Jayden did a great job though, especially in that first two drive, series.
Yeah.
Where, especially that first play. Remember we had talked about in the pregame. Will we spread them out? Yeah. So we can show they can show their hand. First play, we spread them out.
You got 2 wide receivers outside the numbers.
We got 4 receivers out there, and they both outside the numbers. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, they showing their cards. Okay, so we see this. You know what I mean? Like so. I would have loved to see that some more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's run our ball. Let's run our offense from that split. Yeah. But, like you said, you got to still get back into to
what you do.
To what you do best. And I think Cliff did a good job by showing them that, but I didn't see it anymore. You know what I mean? We went back to saying, all right, this is what we do. We're finna do this. And to me, when it's muddy and you got a quarterback like Jayden who's in and out of the lineup, you're going to have that guy that's not clear all the time. You know what I mean? You're going to have that. You give him more chances to not see it as smooth as you would like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think the other thing that stuck out to me, too, was on the first drive, Flores was a little bit more conservative, a little bit more zone.
I think he was feeling us out. He was feeling us out.
I think so, too.
Yeah, but like a boxer. He was trying to see you.
How you want to attack?
Yeah, how you going to play it?
And I think the thing with Jayden is, like, he will, if you do that, he'll dice you up.
He'll make you pay.
Right? If he knows what you're doing, he'll dice you up. And we've seen that numerous times this year, last year, the whole thing. And then the second drive comes around, and it turns into bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. And we are in where we got 7 guys at the line of scrimmage. Who's coming? Who's not?
And I'm gonna make you gonna have to. Where's Waldo?
Code 10, hide you behind your head. They coming.
Yeah. Listen, they are coming.
They was coming too, boy.
And so I think that to me was the big issue, the big takeaway from the game is like there was a lot of free runners. They had a hard time with the cross dog.
Yeah.
You know, just the overall kind of approach there.
I give the Minnesota defense some props.
You got to give them props.
They rush to open up each other.
Yeah.
They're not singular rushers. Yeah. Like, because
they rush as a team so well.
Yeah. I seen them twisting, turning, curving. I see them leaning into blockers, coming out for blockers. Yeah. Like, they're not. I'm finna go get 20 sacks and it's just one person.
With all that too, and you can kind of chime in on this too. With all that being said, even after that turnover we had, it was still only 17 zip.
Yeah.
They only got 3 out of that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so that just goes to show you how things can swing and you can end up being in a game where the momentum is taken because of we allowed it to be taken. We turned the ball over.
Because we ain't finished.
Back to back.
We ain't finished drives.
And you put your defense that was already in a situation where they was giving up a lot.
No, they just had played 13 plays on a drive.
But now the bottom is out. Yeah. They can't even, they don't even know how to stand up now because we put them back out there that quick. 2 times in a row, and then now they can't stand up for you.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is like they couldn't stand up for like the defense specifically, and we'll move on after this. But like the that 19 play drive, there's a 3rd and 6, there's a 3rd and 8, there's a 3rd and 10, there's a 3rd and 12.
Gotta get out the field.
And so like they did a good job on 1st, 2nd down.
Yeah.
And then it's like
you give it up on 3rd.
And so I think there's a little bit of the offense didn't hold up there under the bargain, but also defensively.
You gotta win on 3rd down.
When you get in those moments,
you gotta take it.
We gotta win it.
I saw us playing soft zones on the outside, and I respect it. As a DB man, I can't sit here and tell a guy how to play somebody, especially if you know he got a little something on him. Mm-hmm. But I was just wondering, like, up front, we couldn't get home. We couldn't. I mean, it was.
I mean, Minnesota's offensive line did get healthy.
I saw guys. I'm like, I don't see nobody.
Yeah.
I see a wall. It's a clean pocket
I saw
for J.J. McCarthy. And people acting like J.J. just superly carved us up. I thought he made all the minor, medium throws. But he ain't throw for 300 or nothing.
He threw for 100 and some yards.
Yeah, like he made the throws that was presented to him.
But that's what you want from your quarterback when he's struggling. Yeah. Run the ball efficiently.
Yep.
Give him a chance to dink and dunk every now and then. And before you know it, the
game is out of hand.
Bingo. Yep.
We're going to talk about Jaden Daniels here specifically in a second. But let's
pay some bills.
Yeah, we got to pay some bills.
Pay the bills.
All right, Tanner, what you want? You want Big Bear AI? I'll do AAA.
Okay, I'll take Big Bear AI. Since you don't throw it on me. I ain't
Why don't you start, Fred?
Cool.
You want to start, Fred?
Start with AAA.
All right, I got you. Commanders fan, your fandom just got to upgrade. Introducing AAA Commanders MVP membership, where real fans get real perks and same trusted AAA membership benefits. The new AAA Commanders membership provides the chance to win game tickets, access to VIP events, experiences, 15% off Commanders online pro shop while providing peace of mind for Commanders fans on the road. Already a AAA member? I am. Don't sit on the sideline. Upgrade your membership and join today at AAA.com. Come get me. I'm stranded.
Yeah, what a great service AAA provides. And Fred, that was a pretty good read.
Hey, well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I went to the Ivy League.
Look here. I was talking. Out the side of my neck. You see that cut right there? That's where I broke my giant. I was talking out the side of my neck. That was so long ago. You know I love you, AAA. All right, let me pay these bills, man.
Okay, got Big Bear AI.
Big Bear AI. All right. When the mission is critical and readiness matters, BigBear.ai delivers proven AI technology and expertise to help safeguard national security and critical infrastructures.
Ooh.
That's missionreadyaI.BigBear.ai, official partner of the Washington Commanders.
Like the energy.
Yeah, it seemed kind of technical, didn't it?
The read?
Yeah.
This the one that you stumbled and mumbled and bumbled and jumbled and
this one you're like, man, there's all these AI.
The AI,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we move. That's the future.
It'll get
right
you.
There.
All right, so now let's talk about Jaden Daniels real quick. So I think the thing, like we talked about, I don't really have a problem with the 3 passes on the goal line. Again, I'm old. Maybe that's me. But everyone's been saying to me, Like, we got to sit Jaden Daniels.
Sit for what?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Sit for what? Sit where?
Yeah, like
where are you gonna sit at?
I guess on the side.
No. Patrick Mahomes gonna finish the year. Joe Burrow gonna finish the year. Jaden Daniels gonna finish the year. All right, at the end of the year, finish what you started. And I want all fans to realize this about JD5. As good as he was last year, good as he is, he still got a ways to grow. Mm-hmm. All right? He still got things that he gonna flourish, he gonna get better at, and he won't get better at those things sitting on the bench. He hasn't reached his peak yet. Yeah. He hasn't got close to his peak yet. And he playing divisional games at the end of the year. That's very important. Why are they important? These are the guys you're going to be playing the next decade. All right? These are the teams. You need to get used to playing these guys. All right? No. Yeah. We ain't sitting nobody.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, man. The fans, they're the reason I feel like we're here. I'm not saying not technically.
They are the reason we're here, though.
I'm just saying
they pay the bills.
They're the reason. They're the reason why we play the game. They're the reason why we get paid the big bucks. Y'all the fans, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
But also, you got to understand something. What you feeling and how you think, we don't think that way. We don't play off of your thoughts. We play off of what we're, I guess you can say,
what drives us.
How we're wired to play, how we're wired to go out there and do our jobs. And, he's healthy. He was out there. When he set for a reason. He got a little ding. Yeah, he dinged it. Of course you're going to ding it. Of course he's going to feel something because you falling on something that was just weeks ago. Dislocated. So, yes, it's going to be tender. And guess what the coaching staff did? They did what you wanted them to do when he first heard it. They set him down. Yeah. Because they said...
not today.
Why is he out there? So they said, guess what? Last time we was in this situation, everybody criticized us for not sitting him. So guess what? We saw enough today. Let's sit him down.
Yeah.
We safe here. Let's sit him down.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's going to finish. And I don't mean to cut you off. He's going to finish because he has it in him, and he's healthy enough to go out there and play the game.
And I will say this: like, this is not all fans saying this, and we have great fans on the show.
No, it's not. And I'm not getting on the fans in no way.
No. But I'm just saying, like, this is something that it's come up a lot. Like, I hear it on 106.7 The Fan.
My post-game show, I got nothing but calls about setting him. All right? So, yes, that's the post of the fans telling me, why is he out there? And I say, he played football. He a football player. We got some football playing to do. And I can say this. Was it just me, or was from the beginning of the game, he just couldn't get a comfortable spot for the brace?
With a lot, yeah.
He messed with it the whole entire game where he couldn't find that honey spot.
But you've been wearing a brace before. Yeah. Sometimes if you don't,
it's just mechanical. Yeah. It takes away from your natural flexibility.
And so again, like, I know people are worried about the injury, the likelihood of re-injury. I think the main thing here is, like, I think we all want, I think everybody in this building, even over there, I don't want to speak for them, I'm just assuming that they want the best version of Jaden Daniels.
Best version.
They want him to be a franchise quarterback for 15 years. Yeah. Because that's good for everybody.
Everybody.
The only way I know how, and that I've seen successfully this done, is for people to play.
Yeah.
You have to play. And so this year, I do feel like teams have found solutions, right? They've created quick pressures. They blitz him. They flush him to his right.
Yeah, they've dropped 8. They've done all kinds of things.
They've done a lot of things that I think make it hard for him to be successful. So what I want him to see more of these looks.
Yes.
So he can get better
so he can problem solve.
Yeah. Right? Because I think about last year, one of the things teams, they didn't know how to handle him, right? Yeah. They played a lot of zone. He could see it. He's going to dice you up. They're going to play drop 8. He's going to dice it up. They're going to bring all out. Yeah. We had Terry McLaurin on the perimeter. We're going to win 50-50s on the field. We had solutions, right?
Yeah.
Here, I think he's got to learn solutions for some of the stuff he's
for next level. They on the next level now.
And so I want him to, more than anybody, right? We talked about, like, the last 4 games of the year. Like, what does that mean for the organization? Like, I want him, above anything else in this building, to feel good going into next year.
Yeah.
Bingo.
To be like, I
got a grip on it.
I got a grip. I'm playing confident. Yeah. And so, and maybe I'm crazy, Tanner. Maybe I'm crazy.
Sometimes you're not.
I know sometimes, but, like, to me, the only way to get that is to play. I think about my own career, which is much different than his, obviously. Yeah. My second year, Fred Davis and Chris Cooley got banged up. Yeah. So I had to start the last 4 games of the year.
Yeah.
And talk about the best learning tool of my entire career
were those
4 games.
Yeah.
Because I got to play, and then next year, I was ready for more because I learned how to study, how to prep, how the speed of an actual NFL game. Like those things and variables are important. So in a year where he hasn't played a ton because he's been banged up for whatever reason, and they haven't had the starters out there the whole time.
You want him to finish strong.
Like a great example of this, Tana, in the Minnesota game was when they brought zero pressure, right? Yeah. And Terry's running that speedo, that 10-yard out, and Jayden does a good job, buys a little time, throws that football out there.
Yeah.
They just haven't banked enough reps with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To hit that. Like, that's the right read.
They ain't put enough deposits in there to clear that.
And that's one of the things that I say the most that was, I guess you can say that jumps off the page to me is that's what I see the lack thereof right now with him. Just haven't been out there.
Yeah.
So when you're seeing some of this stuff, it's foggy because
for the first time in 2 months.
Because one, and then I'm listening to the commentators after I go back and watch the game. I like to watch both copies. I watch the
quiet
commentator,
copy,
I watch the quiet copy, and I watch the copy with. I want to hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
I like to hear what the commentator's saying, so I can go back and say, oh, okay, he was right about this. They brought this guy. I hear them just like, oh, it's not looking the same for him. Like, of course it's not, because he's not out there enough. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't say that about him when you saw him play against the Chargers.
Yeah,
he was willing and dealing. He was doing some of the things that you saw him do the year before. But as soon as you get, not in the game, a couple of games, and then you go back out there, like it takes a while for you to build up that confidence. It takes a while for you to build up that rapport. It takes a while for you to build up that game. That game is everything. I can't just jump back out there. I told you guys when I was a free agent.
Yeah.
I was sitting out watching football, and they talking about, hey, they're going to call you week 8. Man, I got too much pride to go out there and put
look at it, put some in anything.
Yeah, I need a while. I can't come into the season after 8 weeks and think I'm going to go out there and just be on
and hit a gear.
No. It's going to take me a while to get going. So that's how I see it, man.
And I think the other thing that's really I know people don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's important. That Minnesota defense is legit. So as an offensive guy, like I like to think like what is the offensive game plan for this group? Yeah. They do so much hard stuff.
Yeah.
Like Tana, I can't even tell you, Fred, like it's like I started off with like my first thing is like what runs would I like to run versus this?
Yeah.
And even that is hard.
It's muddy.
Because they're bringing so many pressures, the angles are all weird, it's unusual spacing. Yeah. So there's that. They play unusual fronts.
Yep.
And then on top of that, they are so good at disguising what they do. And it's like you're watching like, oh, does this guy have a tell? No, there's no tell because they've been in so long.
I love their DB coach because them DBs do not back up.
They don't back up.
They understand I am playing forward.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're going to get there.
So I was talking to somebody from Minnesota before the game, and they were like, our defense understands, like because they bring so much pressure, teams can only play them in a certain way.
They can only go hot.
They play that way. So to me, like everyone says, oh, the Denver defense is really good. That's the number one defense. It's a good defense.
Yeah.
In terms of problems,
in terms of schematic
problems.
This is the team.
This is the one, and I Tan, I never really hype up defense like this, but this was the most complicated defense that I prepped for this entire year. Bro, let's get to pay some bills. Break 2. What do we got?
Fred, you want to say West Virginia since you gave me what's it called?
I'm good.
I've been doing West Virginia.
Right.
So I'm good.
Huddle up, team. It's time to call a winner audible because when the temps drop, the real magic kicks off in West Virginia. Think trails that crunch like game day turf. Sky runs for every level of a fan.
That's ski runs, by the way.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it's okay. Because sky runs. I mean, I guess sky runs would
work. My left
too.
eye had closed and wouldn't open no more. Cozy cabins that won't break your budget. Trade lift lines, chaos of wide open slopes. Hot cocoa breaks the crackling fires, and mountains dressed to impress in blankets of pure white. So grab your squad, pack your cold weather swag, and head to almost heaven this winter. That's Virginia.
I love that, Reed. It paints such a good picture.
Yeah. No, the words in it.
Do you guys ski at all?
Get a chance now.
We're black.
Well, but like this is like. That's the feeling.
I have went skiing.
I was gonna say I was.
Fred went out there pulling the outfit. Fred walked around the outfit and did like this. He walked around with the damn skis on the bottom and this shit.
Hey, you know how you bite into that Klondike bar?
Listen.
You was a liar.
You never been skiing?
Ever.
No, you know he ain't been skiing.
I know.
You know.
I was not surprised by that. Ever. I was surprised that you had.
I went ice skating.
I know. I have been skiing.
I've been ice skating.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Come on, you can ice skate around the corner.
I can skate with my eyes closed.
It's the same thing as skiing and ice skating are very similar.
Yeah. I ski.
I just don't. I just haven't went skiing because I just haven't got up with anybody to go do it. I always said I want to go out and
I'll take you, man.
Well, I did live in Minnesota.
Dude. Do they have good skiing in Minnesota?
Yeah.
I think my knees now, though.
They got all kind of like
my left knee ain't.
We just go down the nice little bunny slope.
Because I was wanting to get on the little board. I said I want to get on the board, but I can see me now just wiping out.
Oh no, he gonna start an avalanche.
Yeah. Well,
you don't see me tumbling down that.
With the snowboard, it's like people break their wrists because they can't.
The first thing they do is. But the only thing about skiing that make me uncomfortable is stopping.
Yeah,
like
you know what's so funny is like
so you start with
if you have to turn.
It's like a hockey stop.
You have to turn to the side to stop.
Oh shit!
And when you go in there fast, sometimes, like I tried to stop one time, tumble.
I will say, if you don't know how to stop, it's very sketchy.
It hurt, boy. I can't even see myself going through that.
Especially when you get down the right slope and you really moving.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Who took you skiing, man?
Yeah,
he putting you out there.
He was out there in the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm not gonna tell you her name.
Her name.
Man, let me do my read, man.
Okay, we got Geico.
All right, Geico. How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finding a parking spot in front of a busy outdoor cafe where you're meeting some old friends from college and they ain't from Mississippi State, and you're about to parallel park into that oh-so-tight spot, and then everyone in the cafe stops to watch, and you nail it in one try, like the parallel parking baller you are. Nobody clap, because Fred a hater. But you know they really wanted to. Yep. Switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
I like that one because they have little notes in here. You guys can't read these reads, but they have little notes like when to be loud and when to be quiet. And Tana was on
most
it.
Definitely. And by the way, Mississippi State is going to the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. So.
It fits you.
So I'm going to Charlotte.
Mayonnaise
I'm going to Charlotte to the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl.
What's the name of the bowl, really?
The Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl.
Stop it.
You don't remember the quarterback put mayonnaise
on him?
Oh,
that's the quarterback. Fred always something like.
No, we 11.
Did he put mayonnaise on himself?
Well, you know he like to put mayonnaise in his coffee.
I know he does. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, but I'm just saying, the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl is played in Charlotte. It's a real bowl game. Like that's what we reverted to playing in the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl.
That's
but I'm going to a bowl game.
Yeah, hell,
are you in the
everything?
No, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're in the playoffs, right?
They're in the playoffs.
So is UCLA.
But you know, a lot of teams turn down. A lot of teams turn down bowl games.
I know.
Bowl games.
I would.
Like it's the death of the bowl game. Like now is why should I play in the bowl?
Expanded playoff, like this was for sure going to be.
We're gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
For some reason, the championship games are going obsolete. Why would I need to play in a championship game?
You know how the basketball has the tournament?
Yeah.
And then they have the other tournament for if you don't make it to that tournament, like the guys, it's called the Elite.
NIT.
They need another tournament because I think that's going to save the bowls because people don't want to play in those bowl games. You got athletes opting out because they're like, hey, I'm going pro.
Well, signing day is too early.
Yeah.
Like signing day is too early. Like ain't no way my kids should be signing before my team ain't playing in the playoffs. All right, and that's why Lane Kiffin had to leave Ole Miss because he had to be at LSU for signing day.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he needed to be there. Yeah. Like they could have let him finish coaching Ole Miss in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like they got to get that calendar right, man.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of stuff ain't right.
It's all these changes are
They not upgrading as the changes come.
Things need to be modified.
Not upgrading the calendar.
All right, let's get into this Giants preview. So I guess we'll start with the Giants defense. And so obviously this is a very different group. They fired Shaden Bowen. They have a new defensive coordinator. I think there's a lot of similar threads to what we saw earlier in the season. So what I'll say is this group, unlike last week, they're going to kind of show you what they're in. It's like we're in quarters. This is quarters. Single high. We're in single high. The other thing that's interesting is like they kind of have really heavy, at least in the New England game, like they match personnel with coverage. Yeah. So like, hey, if we're in 13 personnel, we're in cover 3. Hey, if you get an empty, we're going to be in quarters.
Yeah.
And you could see how New England was able to kind of pick them apart.
Just dish them up.
So to me, I look at this and I say to myself, this is a team that rushes with 4. They're going to play coverage. They do, and this isn't to say they don't pressure, right? They do pressure. They bring fire zones. They bring a little zero pressure. But to me, you can see it. much more clearly.
It's not murky like the Vikings.
And so I hope that Jayden plays in this game.
Yeah.
Because this feels like a game where he's going to
get right.
This seems like the game where it's not easy because it's an NFL defense, but it's like stuff that he does really, really well.
Yeah. So basically, he is their Achilles heel. Like, he's the guy that they don't want to. He's the prototype that they don't like playing against.
Because I went back and watched the first game. Like, just having Jayden in there, they rushed so conservatively, like this vaunted pass rush.
I just watched them do that with Drake May.
Dude, I would just watch Abdul Carter just eat that right tackle or left tackle for them alive.
Yeah, but Will Campbell was out.
It's true.
Drake May was throwing that thing at, like he didn't care about that rush too. So.
Man, Drake May was letting that thing
I wonder
fly.
if Drake May's success is more so on Michael, what's his name? Mike McDonald or Mike Daniels?
McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels.
You talking about the offensive coordinator?
Yeah, because
come on, the same coordinator that Brady had his entire.
Yeah.
Think about this, Mike. He just got a quarterback that throws like Brady but runs.
Yeah.
So he got an updated version of Tom Brady.
When I watch him, he reminds me so much of like Josh Allen. Like he's just big, he's strong,
and he makes everything look easy.
Yeah. Like at least right now he does.
Yeah, like he just makes everything look easy.
Yeah, so I think like this to me, again, like we talk about the pass rush, Brian Burns has 13 sacks. Abdul Carter, not a lot of sacks, only 4 sacks.
Tons of pressures.
But he's leading the team in pressures. So like that's again one of those things that I like.
He had an interception against us and a sack against us, I think.
Oh, he had the block field goal, block punt
and an interception.
Yeah. So he's played good football player. Dexter Lawrence is not playing as well as he was last year, but he's still he's one of the better interior defensive players.
And Thibodeau is a mystery. I don't know who he is.
He's hurt, right?
He's hurt, but I just don't know who he is as a player.
No, they put him in the game late. Last time they played because he was suspended for being on the phone or something like that.
Thibodeau or Carter?
Oh, you said Thibodeau.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Thibodeau is the one that I don't know.
No, Thibodeau might be injured.
Yeah, I don't know who Thibodeau is.
Carter I was speaking
to this day right now. He's a pass rusher.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of those guys that is a fine NFL player. But I think was probably
not
overdrafted a little bit,
Overdrafted. Not who we thought he was coming out of draft. Not overdrafted, but didn't live up to the draft expectations.
Yeah, and so, so the defense, it's a new defensive coordinator, but there's a lot of similarities in terms of how they're doing stuff because you can't install a totally new defense. So now that we got that out of the way, which I think is, again, a good group, not a great group. I think there's elements like they've had some bad meltdowns here late in the year. They've given up like 2-score leads late in games. Like, I don't know what that's about.
But they've been in every game.
Yeah, they've been in every game. They're a competitive football team. And so is this going to be a tough challenge offensively? Yes. I just think it's much different than what Minnesota was. Now let's talk about, I think, what everyone wants to talk about, which is, before we move on. Connolly versus Burns. I think that's something we should probably talk about in terms of matchup.
Well, I think Burns is going to see a Connolly that then grew up over the year. Mm-hmm. The guy that he played in week 1 is not the guy that he's about to play right now. The guy that he's about to play right now, Connolly, is pretty much battle tested right now. He's went through the ups and downs of the NFL. He's seen speed rushes. He's seen power rushes. He's seen speed to power, power to speed. He done seen a little bit of it all now. Now it's on even footing.
I think so. I can't really wait. I'm so curious to see how it all shakes out for Connolly because.
But I thought he'd been playing well of late.
No, he's been playing great. I think it's just like everyone remembers that first week.
He's a rookie in his first game,
and how much he struggled. So I'm so excited to see it's what a cool metric to have. Like that was your first game. Mm-hmm. This is a game late in the year.
You know what, Logan? Every player don't get player of the week in the NFL. Their first game of the year, like Fred Smoot. People don't do that all the time. People don't do that all. You can't expect that all the time. But gotta be ready, fresh off the bus. You can't expect
fresh off the bus.
Fresh off the bus. You can't expect that. Right? You can't be grading Connolly because he didn't get player of the week.
So you was ready. You was ready off the bus.
Player of the week in the NFL defensively. Ready, fresh off the bus. 6 tackles, interception, fumble recovery. Wipe me down.
Tell him. Tell them what you did your freshman. Well, I call it freshman, but the rookie season.
Mm-hmm. Them 100 tackles I had.
You had what, 4 or 5 picks though?
No, I had 5 picks.
5 picks?
That's a lot of picks.
But that boy said he had 100 tackles. I was like, that boy's all pro.
I know. Like when he said that, I was just like, wow.
I say 100 tackles, and you had 5 picks.
Should have been defensive player.
I was like, yeah, like that's like one of the best.
That's Pat Surtain.
He had 30. He had 30 tackles, by the way, or 26 or something.
But you had 5 picks. That's what you get graded for. You get graded for the picks. So
5 picks, and don't let people catch the rock. That was my job.
Facts. How much did you weigh when you played, by the way? Because I've seen some.
My rookie year, I was literally like 175.
Skinny, bro.
Skinny I'm talking about, but that's why I didn't miss games, because I didn't want that injury-prone title to be put over my head.
Also,
you was lucky, bro.
Also, dude was making decisions, business decisions.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen the Giants game. I went back and watched that.
That was an older friend.
Anna's got that on the computer.
No, that was an older friend.
And you got your eyes
The
closed.
younger friend Smooth was not making business decisions. I was sticking it in there. You understand me? Coming out of that thing with black eye, bloody nose. Let's do it again. That's what I'm telling you. I was sticking it in there. Listen, one time I had to hit Jerome Bettis.
Lies.
No, this is true. This is true.
This is the bad body thing?
This the bad body thing.
Oh, my God.
And
this dude here,
I had to tackle this dude twice in one play. I tried to wrap my arms around him, and I just could not. And he ran me over, picked me up, and ran me over again, and I still had my hand.
I actually heard this story on Barstool.
I'm just telling you.
I'm gonna be like him one time in my life. I'm gonna be a hater.
Dude, Fred, you are an amazing storyteller, the best storyteller. But you like to play the hits, man.
He recycled that like 25 times. Fred
it's like he's working
Fred told me the same story when I met him when I was 19.
Hey, listen, they true. Like I was always told, you got to reverberate the truth. Right? The truth need to be spoken time and time again, or it get lost in history.
Reverberate. Yeah,
it needs to. Like, the only reason we know that George Washington had wood teeth, because he reverberated. Hey, did y'all know George had wood teeth?
Yeah.
Huh? So, and we kept asking the question, did you?
Is that the right word, reverberate?
Yes.
Hey, JC, can we look up the definition of reverberate? It sounds right, but
that means it trickles through time. All right?
Trickles through time.
That's what it is. All right? Did you know that Abraham Lincoln used to keep notes and stuff in his hat?
Yeah. I think, is that an old wives' tale, or is that?
No, that's true. All right? See, but I wouldn't know these things if the people from the past didn't echo it. Hey, Fred, Abraham Lincoln keep notes in his hat. I knew that.
What's up, Jay? What we got?
So everyone knows reverb.
Yeah. I know it's a word, but echo? Echo.
Did Fred use that on Get Loud? Because normally he bring whatever he said on Get Loud.
I did not use that on Get Loud. I mean, no, it echoed through time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wrap. he just learned that, by the way, everybody. He just learned it. So
all right, so that's the Giants defense. Let's talk a little bit about the Giants offense. And the star of the show is a guy named Jackson Dart.
Dart. Did you see his thigh pads?
No.
Had the like target symbol,
like
for a dart. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So listen, the boy got swag.
He is swagged out. Yeah.
His last name should be Jenkins. I'm just telling you, Jackson Jenkins. That's who he is. The dude got swag, man.
I love how Tana doesn't mess with you. One of my favorite parts about the show is when Tana's not messing with you, and then you just make him laugh. Like he started laughing right there. It's the best.
No, listen.
I had a stock option going.
Young Jeez is what I call
cash out.
Who?
Jackson Dart, Young Jeez.
He does have swag.
that dude got his little chain on. He got his little turtleneck on. What you call it, a mock neck?
Mock.
Yeah, probably saw you wearing it.
Listen, he went to Ole Miss, so he done went down there and got that Mississippi swag.
Oh, he from Ole Miss?
Yeah, you know that Lane Kiffin quarterback.
Didn't he start at USC though?
He started at USC, but he didn't.
Yeah,
I think that was his freshman year.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he did all the damage.
Now everyone goes to a bunch of different schools.
Yeah,
so.
Ole Miss is his school that branded him. He went to Mississippi, ate that food, got that flavor in him, and now he got the swag of a ball player.
All right, so I think the thing about Jackson Dart is he's got a little bit of like just
wild child.
F you to him, man.
Yeah,
like,
wild child.
He's gonna let that thing rip.
That song, that's Josh Allen's little brother.
Yeah, they're very similar.
They got the same little game to me.
Very similar. And there's times where you're watching plays and he's just running around back there and you're like, what is happening?
What is he doing?
And he will just straight like run around for a little bit and just rip a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and you're like, don't throw that.
Yeah.
And it gets completed somehow.
Yeah.
I will say they don't have a lot of playmakers on the perimeter. Their tight end is kind of like their big man-beating guy, Theo Johnson from Penn State.
Yeah.
He drops a lot of balls, but
17 making a lot of plays.
Wendell Robinson?
Yeah, Wendell Robinson.
Yeah.
I caught him waddle this morning on a show. That was tough for me. Yeah. But, Wendell Robinson. He, again, those are the two man-beating weapons, and they position those guys, put them in good positions to be successful, and I'm telling you, man, like it's not always pretty offensively for them, but they like you said, Fred, they're competitive every single week.
Like he the type guy when your defensive coordinator walk in and say, all right, all the framework that quarterbacks play in, throw that out the window this week. He don't play within the ordinary framework of a football player. This guy's a wild child. Right? And he's going to do stuff off schedule. He's going to do stuff on schedule. He's going to run the ball and try to run you over. Let's make him pay every time he tries to. Yeah. Right? Like, he's going to do things unordinarily than other quarterbacks. Yeah.
It is true. And the other thing that they do a lot with him is they run like quarterback power and quarterback GT with him.
They just let him play football. And besides letting him play football, he's going to do what he want to do, because I watched the game before the bye week. I think it was a primetime game where they had just talked about him coming back from
injury.
He had a concussion.
Yeah.
And the man was trying to stay in bound, and there was nowhere to run.
He was looking for another one. He was looking for another concussion.
So he basically told him in post-game, like, look, man, that's how I play football.
That's how I play football.
So at the end of the day, he's going to do what he want to do. He's out there to play ball. You know, he's that kind of guy that, at the end of the day, he's going to find a way to win.
It's going to be a lot different than it was week one playing Russell Wilson, the pastor. Yeah. It's going to be totally different than that.
Yeah, this guy's – you
got to bring him down.
This guy got edge to him.
That's a great point of comparison, and his mentor seems to have been Jameis Winston, because he –
No, Jameis is –
they're out there playing ball now.
Jameis Winston by all means necessary.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like –
national treasure.
It's like a tight back shoulder with the safety coming over top, and you're like, don't do that. And he will rip it
right in there.
And you're just like, all right. And it kind of works. It kind of doesn't. Like, there's a lot of variance to this offense because he's running the ship. They're having a hard time running the football, too. So it's really like him making explosive plays, and they try to find some stuff on special teams. But that's the offensive preview. Yeah. Like, not a lot going on there. They're struggling a little bit. But, like, I think that the thing that you said, Fred, that I think is important for fans to know is they have been in every single game. Except for this New England one. But other than that.
2-11 and 3-10.
Yeah, it's the Stinky McStink Bowl. It happens, right? It happens. We find ourselves in these situations. You don't want to be the stinkiest. Yeah. Right? That's the thing about it.
The Stinky McStink Bowl?
I can stink at the gym. I be a little musty. That's fine. I'm working out. I don't want to be the stinkingest dude in the gym.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't want to be him.
This is great analysis, by the way. This is the best.
I'm serious.
We don't want to be the.
It was somebody sitting next to me the other day, smelling like onions. Boy, I was like, bruh.
Listen, I done been in that gym, been like, you know what? I'm leaving. All right? Yeah. Because evidently this dude been in the gym 6 weeks.
So first off, that story is totally fabricated.
He ain't been in the gym.
He's never been in a gym. He's never been in a gym. So that story
he ain't going to the gym when we was working, when we had to work out.
Complete nonsense.
He walking in the gym, what y'all doing in here?
No, I do love Lifetime because of the steam room and the swimming pool.
But you ain't going way to Lifetime with no steam room and no swimming pool.
Yeah, Lifetime ain't but a mile away from here.
It be too many old folks
just
in there.
Just because it's close doesn't mean you've been there.
So you in there with all the old folks in the steam room and the damn swimming pool sitting down there.
Yeah, with the old people.
If I walk in there and see you in there.
I gotta.
Yes.
Oh, my
I'm in there with the old people.
You a lie, boy.
I'm chillaxing.
You is a lie.
I'm telling you that now. I'm the dude that walk around the gym and don't really lift a lot.
Just talk.
Just talking to women.
I hate people like that. Like, I'm here to work, and you're over here trying to yak my ear off.
Man, listen, I love to swim. That's my thing.
I don't know if this is true.
I got a fish gill on the left side of my neck.
Can we move on?
Yep. All right.
I'm telling you that now.
Pod break 3, U.S. Army. Here we go. They say your work defines who you are. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you're clocking in. But what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy, or you could use that time to get better. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you do have, to learn something you don't, to push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it is up to you. It's your time, the U.S. Army Reserve.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Fred the Fish Phelps.
Boy.
Man, he's just hanging on to it.
Dog,
He's hanging on to it.
He'll wait for you to finish. Can't wait.
Hey, I just said Fred the Fish Phelps. All right, listen to me. I could have went to the Olympics for.
Man, all right.
Oh
all right,
my
let's go.
God! Okay.
You see how long my arms are?
Hey, boy.
All right, so we got hell yeah.
Oh, hell no. He's alive.
The fish.
And it's brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, but not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com to learn more. And Fred's going to tell you that he almost was in the Army and he can beat Michael Phelps swimming. Okay, perfect.
That's why I was going to the Marines, not the Army.
Oh, that's my bad.
Because Marines hit the water first. They call us first. I was going to the Marines because I'm so good in water. I'm amphibious. All right?
You and
You're Jason.
you and Fat Joe some kin, huh?
Fat Joe a fool. I love Fat Joe. Listen, Fat Joe a fool, man.
Is this the rapper?
Yeah, the rapper Fat Joe. He be telling lies out.
That's your cousin.
Does he lie a lot? I don't know.
Yeah, he do.
My file on Fat
About
Joe.
his stories.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't even think it'd be a lie, though.
No, it
You
be
lie.
true.
Fat Joe has got some stuff he done did, man, and it's hard to believe.
But it's true.
Because the story is told so well. It's I mean, the story how you like, and he be like,
He just told a story about Bruno Mars.
Yeah, he say Bruno Mars told you.
He like, Bruno Mars, is you Puerto Rican like me?
He say, boy, Bruno Mars,
like
you mean I'm Puerto Rican?
What you talking about?
Let's go, man.
All
Let's go, man.
The fish.
The fish. All right, hell yeah or hell nah. Terry McLaurin gets in the end zone.
Hell yeah. Giant Slayer.
I'm gonna say he slays the Giants.
Does he score a lot against the Giants?
Yes, he does.
Giant Slayer.
Like the cornerback that went to Maryland. I forgot the
He's not
youngster.
playing anymore.
Yeah, Terry ran him off the field.
You on a milk carton?
Yeah, I think it's
No, they benched him.
it's Flott.
Banks.
Yeah, Flott is playing now. I'll keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah, Banks is
Damn, Banks.
Terry ran Banks off the field. All right. And then for some reason, all players got their team that they ball against. Mine was Green Bay. I always balled against Green Bay. And Tanner, they tried to make it the Cowboys, but you was more of a Giant killer to me.
What was the Cowboys? I had better games. Giants, I just had touchdowns. I had a lot of my touchdowns, and that's because I had 2 games where I had 3 against them. So that's easy, you know.
So Paulson Adebo and Cardell Flott are starting, and Drew Phillips is playing in the slot. I actually think that's a pretty decent secondary.
Drew Phillips is pretty good.
Yeah.
He don't get the love
And
that
then
he
Javon
deserves.
Holland's a safety, and Tyler Newbin's a safety as well. So like that's a decent group of secondary players.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, I do think Terry scores. I think what I'd love to see is just some explosive plays down the field to him, yards after the catch, get in the end zone. If they get something like that done, I think there's a good shot they win this football.
Yeah, I think Terry get in there. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
So this last one.
Because when he started putting that mask down, put the money in the bag. All right? When Terry started putting that mask down, that ski man,
No, I'm with you.
put that money in that bag.
I'm with you on that. All right. So now the last one. Does winning matter? Hell yeah or hell no?
Winning matters in life.
Yeah.
Winning matters, period. I don't care if it's an wrestler, thumb wrestling. I don't care what sport it is. Winning is the ultimate thing. I don't care if it's the last game of the season and we done lost 16. We want to win this one.
Yeah.
Winning, win. Everybody loves winners. Everybody hate losers. Winning.
Easy answer.
Winning matters, I think yes.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah,
Hell
it
yes.
matters.
Like,
It matters.
And again, I do think this is one they can get. It's not going to be easy. Like they're in all competitive games, but I think this is one they can get. So I can't wait to see that happen.
Divisional games are always up for grabs. I
said
tell
that
people
last
that.
week.
Always
I'm
up for
tired of
grabs.
saying this is one they can get.
Yeah.
You don't think they can get this one?
I think they can win games. I want them to win. I'm tired of saying they can get this one.
No, yeah, me too.
Thought that
I
last
think we're on the same page. Like I want, let's get off the snide. Like
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, no doubt. I think everybody is. But thank you guys for sticking with us. It means a lot to us. Every week you guys tune in. Helps us get through these dark times as well.
Yeah.
But that's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much.
Amphibious.
The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.